Because of his run of singles, such as Austin, and his prominent role as a coach on The Voice, Blake Shelton, a country music titan with a personality that is larger than life, has been a household name for a very long time. But beneath the cowboy hat and easy smile is a guy who has experienced tremendous struggles. In a recent interview with Rolling Stone, the artist, who is now 49 years old, was frank about how his wife, the pop diva Gwen Stefani, became his lifeline during one of the most difficult times in his life. He delivered it with his signature drawl, which was tinged with vulnerability. "Gwen saved me," Shelton added. "It is because of her that I will never stop being grateful to her for preventing me from falling into a dark place. A love that was born in decay." Beginning in 2015 on the set of The Voice, Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani's love story is the stuff of modern fairy tales. Here's a collision of country swagger and pop beauty that began from the beginning of their relationship. Shelton was grieving from his divorce from Miranda Lambert, and Stefani was reeling from her split with Gavin Rossdale. Both were experiencing dramatic changes in their personal lives. "When we found each other, we were two broken people," Shelton remembering the time. "Although I was making an effort to keep it together, I was actually falling apart on the inside." Through lively banter and stolen glances, the audience witnessed the chemistry that existed between them on screen. However, according to Shelton, the true connection between them occurred off-camera, in times of shared vulnerability that were quiet. The statement that he made was, "Gwen has this way of seeing right through you. Under the impression that everything was going well, I was putting on a front, but she was aware of the truth. Simply by sitting there and listening, she would make me feel as though I wasn't the only one in the room." Because of this connection, Shelton was able to lay the groundwork for a relationship that would not only revolutionize his personal life, but also reshape his professional life and his perspective. With the help of music, a lifeline. Music served as the adhesive that brought them together. Stefani, whose ska pop songs with No Doubt and solo work couldn't have been more different from one another, proved to be an improbable source of inspiration for Shelton, a country purist with roots in Oklahoma honky-tonk establishments. "Shelton has never encountered anyone who approaches music in the same manner that she does," he remarked. "She is courageous and continually pursues what she believes to be true. It caused me to re-evaluate the way that I sing and compose words." While working together on songs such as Go Ahead and Break My Heart, and the #1 hit Nobody But You, they demonstrated a synergy that struck a chord with their audience by combining their individual approaches into something that was unfiltered and accessible to everyone. According to Shelton, Stefani was the one who encouraged him to venture into more profound feelings through his songs. It was a turning point for him when he released his album If I'm Honest in 2016, which had songs like She's Got Away with Words that reflected the anguish of his divorce as well as the optimism of finding new love. He stated, "Gwen taught me to quit concealing," and I quote, "While I used to write songs with the intention of telling a tale, she taught me how to write in order to recover. When I listened to that album, I was able to rediscover who I was." One member on has expressed the same perspective, saying, "Blake's music got so real after Gwen." Fans on have mirrored this sentiment. You are able to detect her impact in each and every note. Coming up against the night. There was a period of time that Shelton refers to as a perfect storm of emotional and professional turbulence that followed his divorce in 2015. This was the time when Shelton experienced his worst days. In his admission, he stated, "I was questioning everything. My marriage had ended, I was drinking too much, and I had the feeling that I was letting down the people who had faith in me. My fans, my family, and even myself. The unrelenting attention from the media, with tabloids analyzing each and every move he ever made, was not helpful. According to what he said, you begin to believe the noise. Perhaps you are thinking, perhaps I am not good enough." His anchor was Stefani, who was going through her own public divorce at the time. She had been through her own mess, so she got it, Shelton recalled. She had earned it. On the other hand, she would pull me up rather than allowing me to sink. "You're Blake freaking Shelton," she would be heard saying. "You are capable of overcoming strength of character, moreover, which were founded on her robust sense of self and spirituality." There is something about her that is very bright, he added. When everything seems to be coming apart, she still manages to find a way to keep going. I was in need of that. A new role in the role of stepfather. The role that Shelton has played as a stepfather to Stefani's 3 sons, Kingston, Zuma, and Apollo, has been one of the most transforming parts of their relationship. The tone of his voice became more gentle as he stated, "Those boys are my world. I had no idea that I could love children who were not mine in such a way, but now they are mine all for myself." The fact that Shelton had no children from his prior marriages did not prevent him from embracing parenting with enthusiasm, and he attributes his success to Stefani's guidance. He remarked, "She is an amazing mother as well. She demonstrated to me how to be present for them and how to be there for them. It has altered me in ways that I couldn't even begin to articulate." The blended family that the couple has created has become an essential component of their lives together, and Shelton frequently posts peeks of their exploits on the Oklahoma ranch on various social media platforms. Fans have fallen in love with the dynamic, with one remark stating, "Seeing Blake with Gwen's boys is the purest thing." Fans have fallen in love with the interaction. He's not simply a famous country singer, he's also a father. A new sense of purpose, according to Shelton, has been bestowed upon him by the position. On the other hand, he stated, "I want to be someone they can look up to." Gwen was the one who made that possible. The overcoming of challenges. The journey has not been devoid of any obstacles. The duo has been subjected to a never-ending stream of tabloid stories, which range from suspicions about their breakup to criticisms of their various artistic worlds and age differences. Shelton added with a chuckle, "People enjoy talking to one another. However, Gwen and I do not allow such cacophony to enter our space. We have each other's defenses at all times." When he thought back to the beginning of their relationship, he recalled a time when the news threatened to overwhelm their connection. Gwen simply looked at me and stated, "Undoubtedly, we are aware of the truth. Let us concentrate on that. A rock for me is she." Shelton also said that drinking had become a coping strategy for him during his lowest times, and Stefani assisted him in confronting his difficulties with alcohol. "Although I was not an alcoholic, I was relying on it an excessive amount," he asserted. Neither did Gwen preach nor pass judgment. Through music, through family, and through faith, she has just demonstrated to me a more effective approach to deal with different situations. Because of her influence, he was able to rediscover equilibrium, which is a development that is reflected in the healthier lifestyle he leads today. Take a look ahead. On the occasion of Shelton and Stefani's 5th wedding anniversary, which will take place in July 2025, they are dreaming bigger than they ever have before. There are rumors that Shelton is working on a new album, and there are also rumors that he is working on another duet with Stefani. He made a playful remark, "We've got some ideas cooking. It's pure magic when we sing together," she said. Fans are already in the process of speculating about the possibility of a combined tour or perhaps a collaborative EP. One user posted, "Blake and Gwen need to drop an album together. What would happen to the internet?" For Shelton, the gratitude that he feels towards Stefani is profound. According to what he claimed, "She did more than just save me from a dark place. She showed me what life could be. She is not only my partner, but also my best friend and my home." Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani are living proof that love can be a lifeline, a muse, and a cause to keep going, regardless of how dark the road may get. They continue to merge their worlds, which include country and pop, Oklahoma and Los Angeles, turbulence and serenity.